everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. We're back at the cafe. Do you guys all remember your characters?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
What are you talking?
I do remember all my characters, actually.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, welcome in. We're doing another route of Cafe Enchanté. This time we're doing the Rindo route. So, normal dude, old man. That's all you need to know. But, but yeah, yeah. But anyway, my name is Nur. I voice 2 Milk and handle most of the narration unless it's not me.
Hi, my name is Senten, and I voice Ignis, Epilogi, Soanowaki, and Karia.
My name is Matcha, and I voice Rindo as well as Dromi. And Veneer.
Venia.
And Venia.
Or Venia.
My name is Moji, and I will be voicing Ilufado de Rie, Akira Mikado, Kororo, and Titania.
And I'm Bravi, and I voice... Oh. Thank you.
No confidence.
Thank you.
No
Thanks.
confidence.
I mean, I think I'm okay, but I
Have
voice
confidence.
Miser. I voice Miser, Canis Espada, and Mikado's assistant.
Yeah, we're in a magical land right now because they can finally see the pop-ups in real time now. It's been a long time, right?
We
Yeah,
it's
also
been a
have
very
time to
long
read
time.
the stuff, the words.
Yeah, you can also like read, like look at all of the stuff in my OBS. Are you pleased?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah, you get to see what I see whenever I do this stuff. But yeah, welcome in Vexus Distractions Mon. Welcome in, everybody. But yeah, so with
Are you?
really
Alrighty.
really distractions. Fine, let me get up the timer.
Welcome, Seribot.
Welcome, Seribot. Yeah, I forgot to say hi to Seribot. Sorry.
Hi, Seribot.
Seribot's not gonna protect me anymore, is he? Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Capel. So at shut the fuck up, Cafe Enchanté, Capel. Anyway, with the beginning of every round in Cafe Enchanté, there's like a special prologue. So we're on prologue number 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the prologue, and then I'm gonna take us to the save file that leads us directly into Rindo's route. We're not gonna do like anything other than the like little bits of the prologue. Anyway, Capel, let's go, Capel. To Milwaukee, Capel.
I'm Mr. Kupo.
Mm-hmm. Prologue 3, Capel.
To Fui Ego Eris Kupo.
Uh-huh. That's correct, Kupo. When was it, Kupo? By the way, I did read this last night. I feel like this is a character that has not been assigned yet, but I'm just gonna read it for now, Kupo. When was it, Kupo? When he came here, Kupo. I believed it would be the same at first, Kupo. That he would just die like the others had, Kupo. Half of them would perish in a few hours, Kupo. 1 in 10 would survive half the day, Kupo. No one survives a full 24 hours, Kupo.
Oh my god, it's Fortnite. Kupo.
The battle bus is here, Kupo. I really believe that this would be the same, Kupo. Wishful thinking was a pattern of the past, Kupo. Still, Kupo. Ellipses, Kupo.
Oh.
One day, 5 days go by, then finally 10 days pass, Kupo.
1 day, 5 days.
Yeah, Kupo. Yeah, keep with the picture, Kupo. He was still alive, Kupo. When 1 day, 5 day, 10 day passed, Kupo. Though he struggled and writhed in pain, Kupo, he still survived, Kupo. I was happy, Kupo. I experienced a miracle I thought to be impossible, Kupo. There were so many times I tried to tell him, Kupo. To thank him for surviving, Kupo. To say we were both the same survivors, Kupo. It's okay that these feelings are one-sided, Kupo. The fact that someone is in my same position, Kupo. That's all I need, Kupo. It's all I really needed, Kupo. I think that's it, Kupo.
Was that Jesus, Kupo?
No, it's Yuri
That-
Lowenthal, Kupo. You just spoiled the entire game for us,
Was
Kupo.
Jesus played by Yuri
no,
Lowenthal?
Yuri Lowenthal, Kupo.
Yuri Lowenthal, Kupo. He's in the 1 day, 5 day, 10 day zone, Kupo. That's where he comes
is
from.
Yuri on Ice just
Kupo.
Yuri Lowenthal in an ice skating musical?
Yes, Kupo.
Yes, Kupo. Anyway, let's go to this is the actual route now, Kupo.
Strange and sprightly, Kupo.
Kupo.
Yeah.
Kupo. I didn't
my
say Kupo.
What?
Ah.
Kupo? I heard the sound of a car parking outside, Kupo. That by itself wouldn't be of anything of any particular interest, Kupo. But it was definitely in front of Enchante, and now I'm hearing footsteps approaching, Kupo. Who is that, Kupo? Feeling a bit afraid, I slowly peek through the window, Kupo. Oh, Kupo. There's a figure I knew I didn't need to be cautious around, Kupo.
Oh,
Mr. Rindo, you're here, Kupo.
hey, Two Milk. Kupo, sorry to bother you so late, Kupo.
Why did you curse when entering the the cafe, sir, Kupo?
It is a custom of humans, Kupo.
What? Kupo? I was actually just awake, so I don't mind, but Kupo.
You're both human, Kupo.
Why are you telling me this? I'm human too, Kupo. What's up, Kupo? I thought you were staying on Amasaki Island to deal with the aftermath today. Oh yeah, that happens at the end of the common route, but it doesn't matter, Kupo.
I'm not the best at math, Kupo. Oh yeah, Kupo. That cleanup's been dealt with for the most part. I wanted to drop by on Shantae, Kupo. Though I didn't mean to come bother you during your break, Kupo. I was just hoping to report directly to Misa and Canis about some things regarding today's event, Kupo.
I see, Kupo. And the timer is up. We're free.
Oh, thank God, not Kupo.
Well, they actually both already went back to their own worlds, but Ignis and Neil are still both here if you want.
Ah, I see. It doesn't have to be today, I suppose. Nothing too interesting to report anyway. Kupo. No, Kupo. In the end, we didn't know what the wormhole really was. The investigation is still in progress.
I see. Seriously, like, what was that? I wish we'd learn about this in this route, but we aren't.
Ah, yeah, I'm curious myself. But, wait, do you know what's gonna happen on this route to Milk? All
I
we
know,
can do
why
now.
would you say that?
No.
I don't know anything.
I mean, you know how to run a cafe, I hope. You're running a cafe. All we can do now is leave it up to the R&D department.
So like, are green tea and black tea the same thing, Rindo?
No.
What? I thought they were.
In any case, I think I'll be forced to run around to all the various parties involved on a little apology tour.
Mr. Rindo drops his shoulders with a dry sigh. I guess you got yelled at us for you got yelled at us from us stopping the defense forces on our own, huh? The ukulele.
Yeah, I'm sorry they feel that way about what happened.
What?
Oh yeah, they interrogated me so much about Il and Ignis that I almost died.
And you a steak?
Oh,
But Mr. Rindo spoke as if to tell me not to worry. He was able to evade getting out to the truth of what was happening. Wasn't even telling me why he had the ukulele or why he was apologizing so much.
I will no longer drive at 500 miles per hour in my car.
What?
Not after that picnic.
What?
I wasn't in the picnic. Still, we were able to deal with it in the most way possible. So it's okay, all okay now.
The most way possible?
Yeah,
most
the most way.
Most.
Wow.
That's a lot of way. And I'm the one who agreed to the crazy plan to begin with, so I take the bulk of the responsibility for that.
But it would defeat the purpose of you ending up collapsing from exhaustion, Kupo. I just gave you a free Kupo. I don't know what came over me. Just don't push yourself. I'll give you some coffee on the house when you come back to Enchante.
That's not the best. Well, I mean, yeah.
What?
Thanks.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'll be sure to make some time to see our generous owner, Kupo.
Mr. Rindo continues to look at my face as if wanting to say more.
I'm so glad that you're safe. I never thought that you would get caught up in a scuffle with non-humans in the human world. I guess that means there's a bit of danger around the gate here, not at Enchante.
Ellipses. I had a feeling I knew what Mr. Rindo wanted to say, with that serious look on his face. But I'm sorry to make you worry. I'll be careful not to find myself in the same kind of situation again. I tell him, although indirectly, that even if the gate is something dangerous, I didn't intend on leaving Enchante, which had become such a precious place to me.
I see.
It seems like he understood, though he had a frustrated expression. Mr. Rindo quietly nods, not arguing back.
I'm still going to be worried about you living here at Enchante day to day.
You're going to be worried about me? How sweet!
But that's not like I can come here daily, just to check on if you're safe or not. Oh, that's right, Two Milk. I have an idea I'd like to run by you.
Putting his hand on my shoulder, Mr. Rindo takes out his phone from a pocket in his suit. An idea? What do you mean?
What else? It has to do with making sure you're safe.
After speaking, Mr. Rindo smiles at me.
Using this, what do you think about getting along some more with this old man?
Huh? His idea became clear as he waved his phone in his hand. I like how the translation's already starting to fall apart.
I mean, Rindo's had the worst mistranslation.
That's
Like,
true.
It gave me a
Yeah, I know.
a stroke.
It makes me feel like maybe like Rindo has a weird dialect that Axis had no idea how to translate. That's
Oh my
my theory.
Mm.
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 Mm. No matter what. No matter what strange things happen to this world, the morning will always find its way to greet us the next day. To provide hospitality and okay, wait, it's just the ending of the common route. Those mornings, the day to inevitably follow is my duty.
Is it?
Yes, for those who are human and those who aren't.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Cafe Enchante. Do you want
Hands
some
you a
red
steak.
No matter who my guest is, I'll always
You
greet
always.
them with a smile.
God.
Where memories of the room of coffee fill the room in the strange and sprightly cafe. Anyway, now
Thank
it's time for
you.
the route.
I have a gun.
That's a superpower. He's a human.
Holy fuck! There's 8 chapters of
human
common
gun.
round. Fuck me.
Yeah, there's 8 whole chapters of common route, 4 chapters each of the dudes. Oh, Macha, you get to do the narration.
Oh, shit.
Trying to get some water while he does this.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Did I hear squeaky?
I think I did. I think
Hello?
you're squeaky. Hello?
Is
Is that like a dog toy or something?
Yes.
Sounds like
Do I need to come back for something?
I think one of your characters might be showing up soon.
Ah,
God.
coffee drips slowly from the carafe. We didn't get vocab for that. It was seemingly ordinary event on a rainy day. Swan and I are sharing downtime together.
Rindo, you look bored again.
I'm always like this.
Why?
Familiar talk, small talk with Mr. Sohan. He used to say that to me when no one else was around. I'm convinced he said that to me because he didn't see me as a customer at Enchante.
What does he see you as?
A boyfriend?
A bottom.
It's not that I wasn't a customer. It's just that I can't get my work off my mind or his off, no matter what I do. It's been roughly 5 years since I joined the regulars here. I only frequented Enchante because the higher-ups at GPM gave me orders to. That would explain why I was never seen as a customer to most
That
of the
ain't it,
time.
fuckboy.
What? And to make matters worse, I've long forgotten the vigor I once had as a member of the GPM.
How interesting.
There's nothing left in my life to inspire me. All I did was blindly work whatever case was given to me on a day-by-day basis. Connor, me boy. I guess I can't argue with this guy in front of me telling me I looked bored.
I wish I could fix that face of yours while I'm
What?
still
Fit
around.
my face around what of yours?
With that said, Rindo, I've got a favor to ask. You mind hearing me out?
What's that, Sonny? I can't hear you. What do you need? I was caught off guard by his request. I've been here for nearly 5 years now, and this was the first time someone actually asked me a favor.
Well, it's about my granddaughter.
Oh,
Continue the bloodline, Leon.
what?
Oh no.
Go on. Go on. Mr. Showan begins to talk amidst the sound of rain.
Why are we outside then?
It's the usual spiel about his granddaughter and continuing the bloodline, except he asked me to come 5 days later.
Whoa. Whoa.
You got some nice control, Sonny.
5 days coming.
No.
I was at the GPM working at my desk.
Uh-huh.
That's when I heard of Showan's passing. Not a day to come.
It was too long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me now.
I'm gonna go get water.
Okay, have fun. It's been a week since the incident happened on Amasaki Island in the Tohoku region. With all the ruckus behind me, I'm finally able to get a handle on things. Here's your apple pie. We don't have any other customers, so I added a little extra for you.
I appreciate it.
I'm doing my usual routine at the cafe, while trying to forget how sleepy I am. Canis is my only customer for today. Miser and Ignis are out on a stroll. As for Eel, he's locked himself in his room as usual, with that new release he got his hands on. I try to hold back a big yawn when I see Canis tilt his head as he's eating, the apple pie?
Come to think of it, where is Rindo? I have not seen him in a while.
I don't know, where's that apple pie going?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Okay, well, it looks like things have been crazy busy for Mr. Rindo. Something about needing to create a report and do damage control. Guess he won't have much time for himself. The earth has suddenly opened in the sky. A giant arm, the Spartoi. Miser used his power to stop it while everyone else tried to stall the deployed forces. There's no way Mr. Rindo could avoid the workload to come once he saw the events unfold in front of him. Mr. Rindo sent me a picture of himself with his work, to which Candace nods at.
He sent you a selfie?
Yes, he sent me a selfie.
Oh, he sent you a selfie, huh?
Yeah.
I've seen the undead look more rested than he does.
He did say his work is nearly finished, so he'll probably be coming back soon.
I see. Yet.
Candace looks at my smartphone, then takes a careful look at my face.
Rindo has sent you a selfie? How long have you two been so close?
Huh? Oh, well. It just hit me that I casually showed off the selfie Mr. Rindo just sent me. I have to think quick, or Candace is gonna think that Mr. Rindo is the type who sends selfies to anyone and everyone. What?
What? Okay?
I did not actually
That
predict
morally
that.
offends
I
me.
didn't know
What?
that would be the lines coming up.
This is,
That's insane.
I only got this when you were sharing how things were going and stuff.
Sharing. You know how I feel about selfies. Sharing selfies with the world.
I'm sorry. I know you're a little sensitive to it. You don't have a head, but you remember how I ended up on Amasaki Island, right?
You know what you could send, Canis? A certain other pic.
Oh my god!
With a
Mr.
different head.
Is he on speakerphone right now?
Rindo, you're on speaker. No. Mr. Rindo's really
shit.
worried about me. So he would ask me how things are going on a daily basis to make sure I'm safe. You know, all fine. He's also worried about the power Miser let loose back there, but I guess I don't need to bring that up now.
I see.
Be careful of non-humans. Mr. Rindo reminds me of that often, ever since I met him. Even after seeing how strong everybody is, I'm not going to change how I approach them. If I was in his shoes, I'm sure I'd be worried just the same. So keeping contact is understandable, and also sending selfies. I'm supposed to let him know what happened each day, but that's a bit boring, isn't it? I've been sending all kinds of pictures. After seeing pics at the cafe and coffee, I guess Mr. Rindo figured he'd do the same and start sending me pictures too.
How endearing. Why don't you send him a selfie back to Milk? Can you get me in it too?
Huh?
You know?
But Candace.
Yes?
Stop following me, will ya? Damn, go back to the GPM already.
Huh?
Has you a steak?
Oh, thank you. It was what I heard yelling from beyond the door. Candace and I look at each other. That's Ignis, isn't it?
No.
Without a doubt. I would say that's a good thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Good timing.
We both look towards the door. The bell on the door rings.
Hey, I'm back. Baby, give me something to drink, will ya? Oh, and something to eat would be great, like steak.
Oh no.
I'd like to have some
Oh.
It's that quality sugar that keeps this brilliant mind of mine in top shape.
I find two unusual customers walking in through the door.
Why is Ignis unusual?
Ignis and Mikado?
So it was not Rindo? Seeing Ignis here is hardly a surprise, but Mikado?
Oh, well, about that.
I had the luck of meeting the guy. He's been tailing me ever since.
I could immediately I could tell immediately Ignis was absolutely disgusted with him.
Ugh.
It turns out that they just happened to meet each other at the train station. Mikado just followed him here.
Ugh. What a pain.
Haha, I get it. Tailed. Cause you're
What?
beast, right? Anyway, honestly, the timing was just incredibly impeccable. I wanted to come here anyway, so
Yeah.
For what exactly?
If we've ever played Ace Attorney, I know exactly who's playing Sal Manila.
Oh no!
oh no, not
No.
Sal.
If it's about Amasaki Island, I already told Mr. Rindo everything I know.
Oh, it's not that. There was an interesting case, but actually, I came to see you to Milwaukee.
That's worrying.
This isn't your route.
Oh,
You
he's
do
so
know that.
big!
Before you do it, I found Candace standing between me and Mikado.
This isn't your route, Mikado. If you're wanting to do your experiments, go and see Ignis. I am not taking my eyes off of you, lest you harm Milk. And trust me, I am watching. I don't care
Wow.
about Ignis, though.
And I thought we were buds. How do you plan on doing that when you don't have any damn eyes?
Damn.
I can see-
Damn.
I don't
so,
need stakes for eyes, but thank you.
No,
so-
it's like when somebody gets injured, they put a stake on it.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't working because it starts burning.
It's perfect. It's a perfect bandage. So what exactly are you
Char-grilled.
here for again, Mikado? I just had to ask before things get worse. Mr. Mikado peers from behind Candace and puts on a wide smile.
Well, my girlfriend's birthday is coming up.
You have a
Oh,
what?
Thank God. Huh? Girlfriend? Before I could ask, Mr. Mikado points his finger at me.
Oh,
This is like me live in solitude. As a result, I don't have the luxury of having the female perspective.
ah,
Nice. I want you, pretty girlish
Hetty.
someone. Petty girlish someone.
What?
Me choose a gift.
Why am I petty? Ellipses. Petty? Someone?
You can't misspell it twice.
I've got a few words to say to him. But before I tell him off for being rude, I want to ask something else. Should it be asked, do you have a girlfriend, or did I hear you wrong? If you go look, oh,
One.
Oh,
you have a girlfriend? Mikado, you have a girlfriend?
You've gotta be kidding me.
Ellipses. Ah, you mean a two-dimensional kind of girl. I've heard about them
God.
before.
Oh, I get it. It's that waifu thing, right?
Excuse me, I have a real life 3D girlfriend that has big bahongaloos.
she lives in Canada.
Did you have to add that?
Do you have to?
Mind you, yes. Mind you, I am 29 years old. Sure, why not? More for me. Yes, my relationship is very serious.
Yeah, but you almost clicked on that ad there.
Excuse me, you didn't ask if I was poly or not.
Oh, sorry,
Oh
what?
my God.
He has a girlfriend? And he's poly? But that's not all. Mikado is 29 years old.
Ah, fuck, I feel seen.
He's our age. He doesn't look his age.
What? What do you mean?
Unbelievable.
I agree. I'm mildly terrified.
How sad. It must be exhausting being so normal and not gifted like me. in any case, I don't need non-humans. I need help from a commoner. So please,
Well, but
I'll see you again in 3 days from now. Let's say 2 p.m. I'll meet you in front of this train station. Well then, I'm counting on you, Two Milk.
ellipses.
Somebody's really got to catch that cow that's walking around.
Once he finishes explaining his request and what he wants from me, Mr. Mikado leaves without giving me a chance to reply. A forced promise. Mr. Mikado comes in like a storm and leaves once his damage is done. All we can do is stand in awe. 3 days later, I promised to meet Mr. Mikado today. Well, more like I was forced to promise to meet with him today. Thank you for the hydrate.
Hydration.
Like we agreed, I'm in front of the train station with Eel by my side.
I don't see any sign of Mikado nearby.
Well, I am 20 minutes early. Last night, Eel and I agreed that he should join, so he is with me. Though it was forced, it's still a promise, but Ignis and Candace were totally against me coming here. So, about that thing I'm going to help Mikado with, you know, finding a gift for his girlfriend. Apparently, he exists, right?
Screw it. I say let it go. I'm frozen. It's not worth it.
What?
Hell, that wasn't even a promise. It wasn't even a conversation. He just talked at you and left.
Ignis, I know you're a big fan of Frozen, but you don't need to mention it every sentence now.
Oh, hey, you.
Kobro seems to agree with Ignis. Candace is nodding too. Oh, sure it was forced, but it's still a promise, you know.
Two Milk.
Two Milk, no. Just no. I have a bad feeling about this. Who knows what he has in store?
But they're normal humans this time. Nothing's gonna happen.
Mikado may look like an ordinary child, even though he's not. But, let us not forget that he is a member of the GPM.
Yeah, but he's human.
It doesn't seem like he has ulterior motives. I don't think he has time to do anything.
A member of the GPM. That alone is enough to make all the others sussy. In particular, every time I meet Mr. Mikado and he asks for blood samples, Ignis's words come to mind. Ellipses. But he rarely shows any interest in me. I have no interest in humans. He almost lives by that statement too. And yet, he's asking for my help to find the perfect birthday gift for his girlfriend. Well, he did come to see me and ask for help. And Kyrie's getting a bit of help from him too, which is why I kind of want to try and help. I think it'll be all right. We're going to be shopping around the train station and in town. I'll reach out if anything happens.
But... how about this? One of us will follow you tomorrow as your personal guard.
Huh?
You heard me.
Before I could say that they didn't need to watch over me like bodyguards, a hand rises up within the room.
I volunteer as tribute. I mean, I'll go.
Eel, you're watching too many movies. You go?
Even Miser was surprised for Eel volunteering instead of giving an open-ended suggestion.
Yes. Besides guarding her, we'll be going to buy a gift for his girlfriend, right? If so, I believe I am the perfect candidate. The insight I have gained from playing all of my Otome games will most certainly be invaluable.
It sure will, buddy. It sure will.
I am almost certain I know more about girls than Two Milk can tell. It is ever so exciting.
Eel? You do know that I am a girl, right?
Eh? Nani?
And so, here I am.
We have 10 minutes to go.
Got it. But is Mikado really going to show up? The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced my mind is playing tricks on me. Mr. Mikado with a girlfriend. He's 29 years old. He's thinking of getting married. It can't be. It's too weird.
What's weird?
Ah, yikes. I snapped back
Sorry,
to
am I too close?
Sorry,
I
why are
wanted
you
the
so
hair
close?
sample.
Uh,
What? No, you didn't hear anything.
I snapped back to reality. Up there goes gravity to find
Up there
Mikado
goes
sitting in
gravity.
front of me. He's wearing his usual attire.
Oh, did I keep you waiting? I really thought I was gonna arrive on time.
Oh, not to worry. I got here earlier to avoid being late.
I see. That aside, why is a fallen angel here? I mean, it's great to see a rare non-human, but having him awkwardly walk between us is a little bit ridiculous.
Mikado, you're a member of the GPM, so I'm taking the precaution of protecting her from you.
What? Why did you say that out loud? Thought he was being too blunt, but
Oh, is that bothering you? I see then. Well, I'm glad you're here to protect her. Now then, shall we? All in the name of my love. Perfect gift. I'm not leaving without you.
he isn't fazed at all by what Eel said. Instead, Mikado begins walking with a pep in his step, humming in joy. Eel and I both look at each other. We have to pick up the pace just to keep up with them. Woo! Woo!
Oh, what's a place? What a place to go shopping. I can see why you chose this place. Ah, so having multiple stores gathered around a busy street ensures competition and versatility, thus increasing their revenue. Wonderful. How very practical.
Mikado, you don't go shopping very often, do you? Mikado nods in confirmation as he scopes out the shopping area with interested, keen eyes.
Indeed, a genius can't spare the time or brain cells. Most of my purchases are done online. So, you see, I felt that buying online lacks a personal touch that my love deserves. If I'm buying something that is inherently tangible, I may as well see and buy it for myself.
Mikado lets out a bright smile. He must really treat his girlfriend as someone special. To be honest, I'm still not convinced he actually has a girlfriend, but he's very serious about coming out here for her. If so, I'll do my very best to help him out.
But with so many shops, this will be difficult to determine which one to go into.
Then suddenly, Eel quietly and gracefully moves into position.
This is my time to shine. There is a bookstore, movie theater, anime shop, pop-star themed cafe. There are stores seemingly have anything we can think of, so we are definitely going to find the right gift.
He offers advice to Mr. Mikado. Maybe it's just me, but the later half of his suggestion sounded a bit too niche. Ellipses.
Just so you know, if you purchase a magazine at the bookstore, you will receive a limited edition postcard.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I hear girls love limited things. like a store limited to, or is it
Uh,
the limited?
uh,
Are they the same? Are they different? I don't
uh,
know.
Mikado? Mikado? I don't think limited 2 would be appropriate for buying a gift for her birthday.
You think so? Well, maybe I should reconsider then.
I turn around to Eel and give him a friendly reminder. Eel, I just want to remind you, we're buying something for his girlfriend, not you. The key word is birthday. Let's keep that in mind. Eel stares at me with that, oh, I get it look on his face.
Ah, that's right. Birthday. Well, I have the perfect suggestion then. After all, I've gone through plenty of birthday event scenarios in my Otome games.
Really? Yes, so great.
You see, the most important detail about the birthday is
Heh. Despite being a non-human, Eel is trying his best to teach Mikado how to properly celebrate a birthday. Mikado is curious as ever, and Eel is confident as usual. Seeing the two of them this giddy walking down the street puts a smile on my face. We went everywhere. We walked from store to store along the street, but
Oh, yes, too. They're absolutely beautiful.
I suppose, but I doubt your girlfriend would like them.
indeed. True Milk is right. How about this CD? It's a special edition that comes with 3 tickets for an event.
That's what you want, isn't it, Eel? This whole choosing a gift thing is turning out to be a chore. That aside, what happened to Eel supposedly knowing all about girls? At this rate, the gift Mikado ends up with is going to be something an Otome fangirl wants for their collection. I look around for myself, but I have to find a gift that may work. I call to Mikado to come here. Mikado, how about a ring? It's a ring for the pinky finger, so it isn't too heavy-handed in terms of what rings usually mean.
A ring. A splendid idea. It is a common item used in Otome games when trying to raise a girl's affection gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the design would suit her too. Wait, the size looks a bit off. Maybe I can use it as a necklace charm. But it is designed for the fingers. Maybe there's something better. No, wait.
How about that one? It is a dress popular among the girls.
Oh, how cute! But it looks too big for her. She's rather petite, you know.
We look at this and we look at that. We continue around through the stores in search of the perfect gift. It's afternoon now. I'm sitting by myself on one of the benches along the street. Heh, they seem to be getting along well. I chuckle as I look at them wandering around the store in front of me. Eel and Mr. Mikado are standing in front of Eel's favorite character's theme store. We already bought a good amount of things for his girlfriend, so I doubt they choose something from that store. I have to say, I never thought Mikado was the type to be so caring about his girlfriend. All day long, Mikado was running wild trying to find that perfect gift for his girlfriend. To add, Mikado kept complimenting his girlfriend through the whole shopping experience. I mean, it was so blatant that actually made me blush. But I'd be happy if a special someone made the same effort for me. Something I don't think I'll ever experience myself. Says me, who has gone through 2 routes already. Says me, who's on a route. Rather,
Yeah.
I don't have the time to think about things like that. Not a bad excuse if I say so myself. But one day, I hope a special someone will come my way who would care enough to go through things like this. I think that's Rindo.
Ah, shit. If you want a gift, I have one for you, my dear.
Huh? CG. The sweet words are accompanied by a can of juice. Wow. How romantic.
Juice.
Sur-
Wow.
huh? What?
Wow.
Surprised they look
Wow.
up to find.
Oh.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh.
Who the fuck is that?
You didn't
No.
want it? Oh, is this Yusuke from Persona 4?
Oh my
No,
god,
no.
it's Yuri Lowenthal!
Yuri Lowenthal? Thank you for the hydrate distractions.
Oh, you didn't want it? Aha, let me guess. You wanted something warm to drink.
Ellipses.
Ellipses question mark.
Ellipses.
Two milk? What's with the surprised look on your
Why is
face?
he dressed like Yoshi P?
I know that voice. It's so obvious, but it can't be the person. I can't be certain it's the person I'm thinking of. Who are you?
Peterson.
What? What? You're kidding, right?
I really didn't know what else to say.
No. It's really. I really didn't see that coming. It's me, Rindo. I never expected you to be the kind of person to get so flustered by me.
Hands you
Mr.
Final Fantasy 14.
Whoa! Mr. Rindo chuckles to himself.
I play Black Mage.
Whoa! I still can't come to terms with how he looked. But Mr. Rindo, you look different. You look like Yoshi P from Final Fantasy 14. What's going on?
He's out of his work clothes, jackass.
What do you mean by that? I have the day off today. I'm just exploring the area, that's all. It just so happens I found myself here. What? It's been about a week, right?
I take the can of juice from Mr. Rindo
Oh,
and he sits next to me with that.
Sprite!
Yeah, he has a different sprite. like,
Yo, my fellow youths, how goes?
like, you know how all the non-humans have their alternate, like, if they're in their like monster form versus your human form. This is Rindo's.
Ah,
Monster form?
This is his monster form.
Yoshida Peterson.
I take the can of juice from Mr. Rindo and he sits next to me with that usual smile of his. Sorry, but you look so different when you're not wearing your suit, Mr. Rindo.
Ah, I see. Different? You could have just said nice, you know. I mean, even cool would have worked.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it didn't dawn on me.
I mean, at least you didn't say ew when you first met me. At least you reacted as usual.
Are you done with all your work?
I mean, I'm not wearing work clothes, so yeah, finally. To be honest, I was actually heading to Enchante. I guess fate had different plans.
I don't really think it's fate.
Huh. Yeah, no, that's a different series entirely. What? Can't flirt with older men like me?
It feels like it's been forever since Mr. Rindo teased me like this. I'm so happy that a smile comes to my face. But I try to hide my smile behind a can of juice Mr. Rindo gave me. Heh, I'm glad you're doing all right. That selfie you said worried me.
What? That? Well, I'm in my 40s. I don't look my best after working late nights anymore. I haven't been to Enchante for a week, so I was getting a bit worried too.
Really? But I've been reporting to you on a daily basis.
Yes, well, but there were a lot of things I could miss by not being there in person.
What Mr. Rindo says does make sense.
So, you're out shopping today.
Oh yeah, well I'm here with Eel and Mr. Mikado, but they're out shopping together now.
What, Mikado? Why is he... No, wait. You said Eel, right? Do those two even get along?
Well, I think they're doing fine. See, Mr. Mikado's looking for a gift for his girlfriend, and wait, maybe I'm talking too much. Mr. Rindo, did you know that Mr. Mikado had a girlfriend?
Mikado? Girlfriend? I look so disgusted right now.
Oh, you knew? Is it a waifu? Please tell me if it's a waifu or not. I actually only found out recently. I really didn't expect Mikado to be so obsessed with his girlfriend. He keeps talking about how cute she is or like how special she is to him. Is she like an SSR rank? Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo goes silent. I can see the tension in his expression. Then he looks straight at me.
Milk, a word of advice. Don't get too involved with what you are talking about.
Huh? What do you mean?
Ellipses.
Wait. Here's our choice. Mr. Mikado or his girlfriend.
Oh.
What are we gonna ask about? Whether he's referring to Mikado or the girlfriend.
If no one picks up the controller, I roll a d20.
Yep.
Whee!
Whee!
His girlfriend.
Oh, his girlfriend. He sounds like. Is there some kind of problem with Mikado's girlfriend?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Rindo doesn't say a word, but his silence is almost telling that I'm onto something. Wait, could it be? Mr. Mikado's being used by this girlfriend of his? That's entirely possible. Rather, it's probably it, considering what Mikado was like. Well, even if I lack experience when it comes to love, I wouldn't even be able to tell if someone was trying to use me.
Why is Two Milk so mean in this route?
I don't know.
What?
Whoa! Isn't that young man there my dear old friend Rindo?
What? Why is there a
Why is there a
dictionary?
dictionary entry for young man?
Making young,
Oh, yeah,
altering
young
one's appearance
man.
to seem younger in age than reality. Never mentioned such a thing to women ever.
I'm sorry,
Gender.
what
Gender.
the fuck? What? What the fuck?
Huh? What timing for Mikado and Eel to return? I quickly look at the two. Instead of seeing Eel or Mikado, all I can see is a crepe.
Whoa. Oh, it's me. What's wrong with trying to look young? I am a man, you know. And what? With the mountain of crepes.
It's a gift for Two Milk.
Eel calmly states, in his hand are crepes. Seriously, a mountain of them. Eel, I love my crepes, but isn't that a bit too many? 3 of them?
Well, I have a dozen on me. I brought them so I could complete the coaster collection that came with them.
Oh!
No, that's 3 per person.
I appreciate you aiding me, adding me so naturally into the equation.
Well, if Rindo isn't going to have some, then that's 4 per person.
Now, Il. I think Rindo's too old to enjoy the rich cream on these crepes.
Come on, I was getting hungry. I can put away 3 crepes easily.
Mr. Rindo glares back, smiling as he quickly downs one of the crepes. Like, in one bite, probably, by the way it sounds. We all begin eating the crepes, savoring each bite, but... It's a bit different for me. I can't stop thinking about what Mr. Rindo said earlier, advising me not to get too involved with Mikado's girlfriend, whoever she is. He has his usual bright and friendly smile on his face as he takes a bite out of his crepe. Mr. Rindo is really good at hiding his feelings from others and lying to others. That's why I feel concerned about what he said earlier. Time passes. With Mr. Rindo in tow, we continue with our shopping. Soon, Eel heads back to Enchante after saying he needs to be there so he can sign off on some deliveries. Before I know it, the sky is shimmering with stars.
Fantastic! You saved me, Shoe Milk. Her birthday is going to be perfect now.
That's good to hear.
Thank you so very much. I'll come see you for anything else.
Mr. Mikado lets out a wide smile and quickly turns and runs off with the wrapped gift in his arms. He looks like some kind of elementary school student from behind. Now alone, Mr. Rindo looks at me.
Let me walk with you to Enchante.
Oh, it's alright, it's close by.
Now. Not escorting gender back is not a good look for a gender man.
You're a gender man?
A gender man.
So, I head back
Husband of the Enderman.
I head back to Enchante with Mr. Rindo in tow. I let out a sigh as we walk down the street amid the quiet night. Ew! A lot sure happened today. Or rather, all the ruckus from earlier really tired me out.
Tires you out.
Who wants to be a high school girl?
Wow, look at them. What a weird bunch hanging out together.
Maybe they're a family. Well, probably not, but they stand out like a sore thumb.
A third high school girl?
Well, middle-aged man, a cutie, a white cat, and a prince from another land? What a party!
Hey, Polly.
Yeah, hi Polly. Etc. All the girls took notice of us immediately. I even overheard them talking about me. Just hearing them trying to figure out why I am with them wore me out. I always thought I attracted attention because of the non-humans around me, but now that I think about it, Mr. Rindo and Mr. Mikado's appearances draw enough attention. In Mr. Mikado's case, his style is unique, so him being stared at isn't unusual. Ellipses. As for Mr. Rindo, he is pretty tall and has a nice build. Not to mention he's also pretty handsome. It would be easy for someone to mistake him as some celebrity. Only now I'm starting to notice that he might be pretty popular with the girls, with the grills, gender. Ellipses.
Is there a problem?
Actually, I know he's good with the girls. He's led me a lot more gracefully than any of the other guys the last time we all went out together. Ellipses. Huh? What do I mean by other guys anyway? Maybe I can ask a bit more. Mr. Rindo.
What is it?
Mr. Rindo, are you popular with the girls?
What?
I know it's blunt, but I simply had to ask.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Well, it's just that he sort of stood out among the crowd today. I explained what's on my mind to Mr. Rindo, which causes him to think.
I see. Even though the only non-human was Eel, we stood out, eh?
Heh. I heard one of the girls call you cool, too.
What?
Hearing my curious comments, Mr. Rindo begins to heartily laugh.
I guess I am short of popular.
I knew it!
But since you're presenting this as a question, that must mean that you don't see me as in the same light as the others. Fuck. That's a shame. I guess I'm not that cool after all.
Oh, well, that's not what I mean, it's a little awkward because all of you are my grandfather's exes. So I kind of see you in that light right now, but...
Grandfather schmanfather. I get it. Being surrounded by non-humans diminishes whatever appeal I have as a human. So I guess it can't be helped.
Still, he didn't deny his popularity with the grills. Just the thought of is making me imagine what Mr. Rindo goes through. Ellipses. Or at least I tried. I guess this shouldn't be surprising to me. I can't imagine what kind of life you lead, Mr. Rindo.
Oh, whoa! After implying you don't care much for me, now you want to get to know me? Ah, you're
What?
quite a player, aren't you?
What? What? Not at all. I was wondering, since you're regular at the cafe.
Ellipses! Well, besides me, my suggestion to you is to make more human friends. The guys at Enchante are reliable, but they're non-human. You need to associate yourself with more normal people to live a normal person, like a normal person. You know, I think you've been spending a bit too much time on the other side.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like what other side? I've been to like
Have
3
you ever-
worlds.
Have you ever seen the movie Princess and the Frog? You got
No.
friends on the other side, too.
Isn't that a villain song?
You see what I mean?
What?
Should spend too long on the other side.
I fight back at Mr. Rindo's statement.
Don't bite me.
I'm totally fine. I've been speaking with a lot of people other than non-humans. Like you, Mikado.
I wouldn't classify Mikado as a human.
It's
We're
true.
not normal.
Excuse me.
Speaking, oh god, he's back. Ellipses. Huh? Humans. The only ones I can recall are Mr. Rindo and Mr. Mikado. It's not unusual to see cafe staff getting friendly with their customers, but normal people rarely come to Enchante. I'm not in contact with everyone I used to know back in my old job. Not even in contact with my school friends. Is it just me, or am I in a unique situation that's preventing me from being normal? No, wait. Just yesterday I spoke with the owner of the grocery store.
Ah. And besides me and Mikado,
Ellipses. I guess I've only been conversing with non-humans. Now that I think about it, it's never really dawned on me because I talk to any customer who comes in. I can understand where he's coming from. I might be desensitized to my unique situation.
I know it can be tough to simply go out and make friends. So until then, I guess you can talk to me as a human. I know I'm just being a busybody, but I'm worried that you're being swayed by the non-humans around you.
Be wary of non-humans. I'm sure that's what he wants to say to me. It's something that's been preached over and over since I met him. But what about you, Mr. Rindo?
Huh?
You always think about the non-humans every day of your life, Mr. Rindo. You come to Enchante whenever you find the time for your work. That's right.
Whoa.
Reading his emails, I'm convinced that Mr. Rindo is a hard worker. I'm off work now. I always see that late into the night, well past sleeping hours, like at 3 a.m. Mr. Rindo even works during weekends and holidays, even Christmas. Of course, most of the work he's doing now is coming from the Amasaki Island incident, but I think Mr. Rindo is the one who should be putting more thought towards their life.
Oh, stop. I see what you're implying, and I think you're right. Mind you, I'm using my spare time to do what I enjoy in life. For example, I frequent this little cafe with the cute owner behind the counter. And shitty coffee.
Did you just call my coffee shitty? But
I thought Ignis already told you.
that's part of his work. My coffee isn't shitty. Miser orders so much of it. How could it be shitty? Not that I can say that to him. Not with that sweet and that sweet and bright smile on his face. Well, his first priority of visiting is to keep watching what's going on. But I guess I am a bit happy seeing him at the cafe to pass his time.
Oh, looks like we're here.
Mr. Rindo stops. I look up ahead and see Enchante waiting for me.
Well, I better get going. Good night, Two Milk.
Thank you. Good night to you too, Mr. Rindo. Saying good night is a good thing. But I hear Mr. Rindo mumble as he walks away. I watch as his figure vanishes in the night. And with that, I head back home to Enchante. The next day. I hear Koro quietly snoring, which brings a smile to my face. It's so great. It's so good. I'd love to say ASMR.
Holy shit.
So
Oh my god.
it's like a beautiful, beautiful thing to lull me to sleep every night.
Wow, I can still hear him all the way down here. My god. Anyway, so, how'd it go, Two Milk? I'm sorry, can you hear me over the snores?
I can. I'm desensitized to it now. I can't sleep without it. I tell every single detail to the regulars here to get the cafe ready. Well, we did end up buying the gift for Mikado's girlfriend. He looked happy, so I guess it all went well.
Indeed. I completed my set of special edition coasters, too.
The hell were you there for anyway?
Heh.
With my coasters. And help.
Still, to think that Mikado has someone that means that much to him is, unbelievable, to say the least.
This round's kinda mean.
Candace reaches out for his cafe latte to take a sip.
Wait, wouldn't Rindo know who this person is since he works with him? Oh, you're right. Well, it's not like we're dying to know, but we may as well ask him next time, repeatedly, until he spills the beans.
Mr. Rindo's name comes up, which reminds me I should tell everybody that I met him too. Oh, actually, I saw Mr. Rindo yesterday. To add, he wasn't wearing a suit at all. He actually looked pretty fashionable.
He also gave you a 14 account.
He also told me to sign up for Final Fantasy 14, which has a free trial up to level 70. I bet no one's even seen him wearing anything besides his work clothes.
Oh, you was dressed like a young buck, huh?
What?
And you a steak.
Thank you.
What, Ignis? Figures. Figures.
And,
Oh,
what?
he was dressed
And-
like a twink again.
What?
Ah.
What?
Oh.
I guess everyone
Or
views
is it an otter?
I guess everyone views Mr. Rindo in the same light. They just think he's a twink and or otter.
Well, it is Rindo after all.
The
A
otter?
twink and or otter.
I didn't say anything. Eel looks up, then back down and gazes at his collection of coasters. Well,
I do
also
love my coasters.
I also asked about Mikado's girlfriend while I was at it. Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo goes silent. I can see the tension on his face. Oh, we love flashbacks in this game. His eyes focus in on me.
Two Milk, a word of advice, my
Is this a
son.
straight flashback?
Yes.
Don't get too involved with what you were talking about.
I miss this game so much. So I wasn't able to get any solid information from Mr. Rindo.
Don't get involved. It almost sounds like you'd become a pawn if you learn too much.
Yikes. Well, I doubt that would happen, but
He said he was 29 years old, so he is able to maintain an appearance that is not possible by normal humans.
You guys are mean.
I'm meaning this route. What Miser just said may not be off the mark. I'm rude now.
Huh? You think? Whoa, it gets shadier by the minute, and
My
you
God.
get even meaner, Kenneth.
Wow.
The GPM's been shady from the start. I'm a
Everyone
conspiracy theorist now.
Everyone nods in agreement. Take this as reply. But Mr. Rindo's a good person, right? I mean, he did help a lot back at Amasaki Island. Mr. Rindo had his opinions about the non-humans.
Oh no, he has opinions.
Even so, he's been very supportive of Enchante and everybody here. But I suppose it's because he was friends with my grandpa so long ago.
Well, even if Rindo was a good guy, that doesn't mean we can trust the GPM, you know?
I'm dead
Was.
I doubt they're all the same. Some acted out of line even when Rindo suggested otherwise.
Ugh. He's right about that. There's no way I'll forget when the GPM forcefully tried to buy Enchante. I can only assume Ignis and the others met members from the GPM at some point who were like that person.
Oh yeah, that did happen, huh?
Yeah, it's been so long. In that sense, I guess Mr. Rindo is a rarity in their organization. GPM.
No. God. Government paranormalism measures on GPM. We are the government agency responsible for dealing with the unexplainable phenomena. Our main concerns are supernatural. Where's Cass? Castiel! Abilities, or magical causes, and also non-humans who negatively affect the human world, like the angel Castiel.
Oh, we hate Castiel here. Man,
Oh.
I've never watched
No, we
Supernatural. Government paranormalism measures. GPM for short.
Thank you.
The organization Mr. Rindo works for. That's all I know.
Yes, Mom.
All they are supposed to do is place the non-humans in custody and research the gate. Oh, at least that's what they say.
Oh.
I don't know what they really do beyond that. That just shows how much I really don't know about. That just shows I really don't know much about Mr. Rindo. The music cut out.
It sure did.
Dramatic. Oh, hey, Masha, it's your turn again.
Let's go!
I'm at the GPM headquarters.
Is it Christmas?
Merry
Yo.
Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone!
You. I let out a sigh after finally finishing my work for the day. Ah, well, with all of the reports done, I think I can finally go take a breather. If I could report exactly what happened in my work, I would have been done a lot sooner. But I had to withhold some information so that the regulars at Enchante and Two Milk don't get into trouble. So I made sure I fixed some of the data before submitting to upper management.
Oh, God.
But that sure took a lot of time. Well, our dear girl aside, I'm sure if I needed a cover for Miser as well. I'm such a busybody.
Getting into the mind of the average office worker.
Man, I should turn him into Yosuke whenever he has the other costume on.
I should turn around and look up at the building amid the moonlit night. Now that I think about it, I've already spent 20 years of my life working here. I've met a lot of non-humans, but I'm pretty darn sure I haven't associated with anyone as closely as I have with the people at Enchante. Seriously. They're a nice bunch, but for not being non-human.
Huh?
Rindo!
Yo-ho! If it isn't Ringo finally going home, are you?
What? Mikado, whatcha? I turned around to a and then I turned around to a familiar voice. I see the dog cradled in Mikado's hand. I hold my breath as sight, at its sight.
Thanks for working so late again. It's pretty dark out there, but are you going to Enchanté again?
No, I am heading home.
I see. I must say, I'm quite envious of you. To see you use your lofty position in order to visit Enchanté is just spectacular.
Whoa.
Alas, I'd like to get a chance to use work as an excuse to be a patron at Enchanté. Ugh, maybe if I go up in the ranks, I should check in with our bigwigs. Isn't that right, cool?
Uh.
Oh, snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. A few days passed up since helping Mikado. I'm here at the GPM's headquarters building. It's Kyrie's usually medical checkup, and I'm here to accompany him today. I guess it's gonna take another 20 minutes or so before he's done. I took look at the time in my smartphone and walked down the hallway in an attempt to pass the time. The GPM really doesn't look any different from any other major corporation. Everyone I walk by looks like any old business person. It doesn't cease to amaze me how huge this place is. Kyrie said he could go alone, so he went his way. I'm sure
I can go alone.
What?
I can go alone.
Okay. I'm sure I'd be all giddy just coming to a place like this back when I was in middle school.
Are you?
Man, it's so cool. Office building. It's so glassy and officey cubicles. Wow. It's not that often I come to the GPM. I might as well check the place out. That said, the majority of the place is off limits to visitors. Then again, I'd rather spend my time exploring the GPM to get to know them better than rather than just sitting and waiting. Various thoughts come to mind as I gaze at the information board.
Oh, well now this isn't our year's to milk.
Mikado? Hello there.
The coincidence seeing you here. Did you come to see Rindo?
No, I explained I came here with Kyrie for his medical checkup.
No. You mean that ice fairy of yours?
Takes one to know one.
I want.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I wanted to see him again, but he relieves me of my duties as a researcher.
It's just a hunch, but I'm guessing it's because he let Kyrie escape.
That's right. You have to listen to me. It's about my girlfriend's birthday. I am going to give her the gift today.
Huh? It's the day?
Yes, and yeah. Why don't you meet her? I'd like to introduce her to you
Hey,
since you're
Ricardo,
here.
Pulls out a smartphone. Huh? Are you
This
sure
is my
that's okay?
girlfriend. She's from Canada.
This is.
Exciting
I rolled her
information.
5 times and gotcha.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure she'd be ecstatic.
Mikado nods and smiles. I wonder if an outsider like myself would be part of a special occasion. But I am a bit curious who this person is. And Mr. Mikado is inviting me to meet her. My curiosity gets the better of me as I nod in reply. I messaged Kyrie to let him know, then follow Mikado down to a different room. Huh? There's no one inside the room. All I can see here is Mr. Mikado's research papers and the fox doll he always carries around with him.
No.
Mikado, is she supposed to be here? I ask out of curiosity.
Oh, she's right here.
Wow.
Mikado smiles and lifts up the doll he carries around. Mikado then places the gift out of his pocket and begins speaking to the doll.
Sorry, sorry to have kept you waiting too. I brought you a very special gift for your birthday.
Huh?
Oh,
He's joking, right? I'm sure his real girlfriend is standing behind me and getting ready to surprise me. But no one is behind me, and no one seems to be joining us. After a brief pause,
Mind you, Sugar here helped me find a perfect gift for you. You know, I really messed up your last birthday when I gave you a gift you didn't want. So, I had her help make sure that you'd be happy this year. Now, let's open it together. I hope you like it.
I'd never seen Mikado put on a smile this warm before. He takes the trinket out of the box. The gift inside is definitely the item we helped choose for him. A small necklace.
See that? This jewel really looks good on you. It took a while to find this. Hmm? You would like it. I actually wanted to buy you a ring, but I couldn't find one that fit you. Hmm? But I guess I can special order one for you. Let's see, what size will fit you?
What is going on here? Mikado is talking to himself? Actually, he's talking to his doll and responding as if it was talking back at him. I feel a shiver run down my spine as I watch this eerie event unfolding in front of me. Then suddenly, Mr. Mikado places a necklace around Ku's neck. Its eyes moved. What? What the?
Ah, that's right. I'm so sorry. It's time to eat. I guess my dear girlfriend is more interested in food than fashion.
Mikado rolls his sleeves. I look at his exposed arm to see countless scars.
Here you go, Ku.
Mikado presents his arm in front of Ku like an offering. Then it happens. Ku quickly snaps forward and bites into Mr. Mikado's arm.
What the
Its fangs
fuck?
dig deep into his flesh. Huh? What? What is going on? I slowly take a step back. Suddenly, a hand grabs my shoulder. Mr. Rindo, hi. I look up to see his face twisted in agony. It's as if he's seen this too many times before. His eyes are dull and lifeless.
Mikado, do you mind if I borrow 2 milk? I need to speak with her a second.
Why, of course. I was planning on spending this special day with Ku anyway. Oh, but maybe we can share this day and have a double date.
Mikado lets out a bright smile as Ku keeps his fangs sunken into his arm. He looks so happy, and he really seems to believe it.
How about it? Why don't we all go out together? This'll be the best date we've ever been on.
Maybe next time. Let's go.
Mr. Rindo pulls me towards him while I was still in shock. And without another word, we both leave the room and the happy couple behind.
Whoa.
Ellipses. The air feels a lot cooler now. It's probably coming from the cold sweat on my hands. What did I see back there? I asked Mr. Rindo if he knows what's going on since I'm utterly confused. What was that about? Seriously, what was that? Why was Mikado... Mr. Rindo doesn't say anything. He quietly buys 2 coffees from the vending machine and hands me one of them. He leans against the wall and takes a sip of his canned coffee. He doesn't even seem to be enjoying his coffee like he usually does at Enchante. He's trying to choke it down as best he can. In fact, he's drinking his coffee as if he's trying to wash out a bad taste. His expression is so unlike him. He looks defeated, ashamed of accepting fate.
Hmm. I was hoping you wouldn't have to found out. Wouldn't have found out.
Wouldn't have to found out.
Wouldn't have to have found out.
He downs his coffee and begins to mumble.
What you saw back there, that is Mikado's girlfriend. It used to be human, now a type 2 non-human, and... Whoa, what the fuck? My younger
What?
sister.
What?
Uh-huh.
Holy
Chapter
shit.
2.
What do you mean, chapter 2?
Oh,
Made in
boy.
Abyss? Made in Abyss?
Uh-huh.
In my Enchante?
I know everything in this route.
This game.
This game is great. What are your thoughts over there? What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
Tragedy.
Brevy knows too.
Hand you a steak.
Damn.
Ellipses.
Look, my fairy joke was
Ellipses.
probably the funniest one.
It was funny. Mr. Rindo discloses to me the identity of two. Despite the shocking revelation, time goes on as usual, bringing about a new and normal day. And so, I'm here, as usual, opening the cafe and greeting the guests inside. Everything is fine. Ellipses. Ellipses.
2 milk.
Ellipses.
I did ask for my coffee to be a bit stronger than usual, but isn't that a bit too much? You're just pouring the grounds right into the cup.
Isn't that how you like it?
She has been at it grinding the coffee for about an hour now.
Oh,
and
that's not
putting
coming
it
from the
right into the
game?
cup.
Yep.
Okay, I was so fucking confused. Like, what am I hearing right now?
What? Okay, I lied. How are things today? Absolutely not normal. This isn't good. I need to act normal.
Something undoubtedly happened at the GPM. Maybe we should ask her. Well, yeah, but I'm not sure we should pry if she isn't bringing it up naturally with us.
Is there truly a problem with her? She is acting a bit peculiar, but her vital signs seem to be in order.
I think it's more mental than physical, Neil.
What the heck? Hey, 2 milk.
Huh? Oh, are you ready to pay? It comes out to 23 million.
Whoa.
Why, you sleazy little no good. That price is a joke, right? Haha.
Haha. Oh, wait, let me calculate it again.
Hold on a sec. I ain't paying yet.
Huh, really? I'm so sorry that you want steak.
Oh my god!
Hands you a steak.
I mean, if you're still gonna make it, I'll eat it.
Hands you a steak.
Oh
Got
my
it, I'll be right
God.
back.
What the fuck? I don't know what to do with my hands. Hey, wait.
She is gone.
Ah! What the hell's wrong with her? She's not listening at all.
I'm not sure what's going on, but something's clearly off with her. I can only hope she's okay in there with all the steak. Usually that's Ignis's job.
She doesn't know how to handle meat, I guess.
I don't know how to handle this meat. I let out a sigh after going into the kitchen. Ugh, I messed up everything today. I have to compose myself. I keep telling myself to get it together as I grill a steak for Ignis. But
This is the funniest timeline.
Yeah. Yes, right. I'm sorry. It's time to eat.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you an arm. I guess my dear girlfriend is more interested in food than fashion.
Sorry, I'm into blood, not arms.
Here
Ignis?
you go, Goku.
Oh, there we go.
Honestly, Ignis, that's a lie. You took a
Uh,
big chunk out of her arm.
Like
Oh,
a huge
yeah, huh?
chunk.
Like a huge chunk.
What a scene.
Shut up, game!
I instinctively cover my mouth just thinking about what happened yesterday. A former human turned non-human? And his real identity was Mr. Rindo's younger sister? Ellipses. Mikado was talking to Q happily as if it wasn't supposed to be a doll. And then Q moved and bit into Mikado's scarred arm. Behind me was Mr. Rindo, who was looking on as if he had lost all hope in something.
Oh,
I can't get the image of what happened out of my mind. A former human.
Yeah.
A human turned non-human.
Chip milk.
I've never even heard of that. Even after I took ownership of Enchanté.
It's burning. Milk.
What was happening to Mr. Rindo's younger sister? I have no idea or even the slightest clue of how it was possible. But if that did happen, would myself, my mother, and everyone I know be worried of me of turning into a non-human? Man, I hope the steak's cooking okay. I can't really tell.
Do you all smell something burning in there?
No amount of thinking is gonna help me out here.
I can't tell if it's her brain or the steak.
I had
Oh
an
my
opportunity.
God.
I was thinking about using the opportunity to ask Mr. Rindo questions, but he looked like he was in pain. At the very least, I was in no position to ask him to relive what happened. Man, why does it smell like smoke in here? Which is why I left as soon as I could, once Kyrie finished up his medical checkup. I wonder if Mr. Rindo will come today.
Oh.
Oh, I better get back to Ignis's order. Well, I have a feeling I misheard what he said. Better get back out there. As soon as I serve the steak, Ignis eats it in an instant then.
Oh. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Can I ask why everyone is staring at me? I didn't burn it that much. Why are they looking at me?
There's smoke literally pouring out of the kitchen too, Milk.
Fine.
Yeah, you haven't been yourself today. We're just worried about you. As your patrons who want some real coffee.
But I do
Two
serve
milk.
real coffee.
I don't think Miser wants grounds today. If there's something on your mind, let us know. We may be able to help.
Well,
It depends on what is bothering you, but we can ease your worries.
Great choice of words there, bud. Anyway, you're only screwing up our lives by keeping this mess up. Also, I didn't join the $5 steak tier for nothing on patreon.com/2milk, goddammit. Not like we could force you, but if something's on your mind, spill it.
ellipses. He's right. I'm not helping and it's not good for Enchanté if I stay like this. But it isn't that simple. I mean, it's not my place to share something so personal without Mr. Rindo's consent. Are we gonna talk or not talk? Can choose into channel point redemptions. Or not.
Channel point redemption.
Otherwise, it's going to the dice.
Yep. It's either dice or redeem something.
Oh.
Moji.
Talk.
Talk. Talk.
Talk.
Maybe I should
Talk it
tell
out.
everybody. The thought crosses my mind, but then I purse my lips.
Oh.
Even if I trust everyone here, the information I have is
Okay.
sensitive. I'm sure Mr.
Okay,
Rindo hasn't
damn.
shared it with the guys here for a reason. If that's the case, shouldn't I withhold it as well? Yeah, I shouldn't talk. I recall Mr.
What?
Rindo mentioning that he didn't want me to find out either.
900 points, emoji.
That's fine. I have thousands.
If it is sensitive, then you don't need to tell us everything. Just what you can share. You don't need to waste your points on it.
What I can share. After some thought, I decided to talk about what I heard without delving into too many details. Do you mind if I ask a question? Is there a way for humans to become non-humans?
Humans turn into non-humans. That's dead.
He does have a bit of a point. Aside from how Kyrie lived thinking he was a human, no, nothing besides being dead comes to mind.
I agree with Kenneth. I have never heard of such a thing.
You're not talking about guys who have both gender. Both human and non-human parents, right?
Only guys, not girls?
Look, like you're asking whether you as a human could turn into a non-human, yeah?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I haven't lived as long as everyone else here, you fucking geezers, but I've never heard of anything like that either.
Candace, Eel, and Ignis all said that they've never heard of that, but...
Ellipses.
How about you, Miser? His brows twitch as he slowly begins to speak.
Well, I've never heard about it before. But that could be possible.
Huh?
Is that surprising?
Well, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between human and non-human?
Well, one's alive, well, one's dead. I mean, also appearance, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, sure, but we have a lot in common. Like, we both have 2 arms and 2 legs and a nose and a mouth. You have to admit, there are a lot of non-humans who don't look any different from humans. Look at Elon Ignis. Even Canis looks like a human when he has the helmet of his on.
I suppose. But you guys can use magic and all kinds of superpowers and such.
I know this is gonna sound strange, but we look at humans in the same way. Take that smartphone of yours. When you think about it, it's a lot more impressive than most of the magic we use.
I know
Not sure about that, but...
we can gamble. We can gamble with this.
Oh, wow. The heck? You can even use it to contact others on the other side of this world.
Well, I understand what Miser's getting at. Miser continues the conversation, but I can't help but frown as I try to digest what he's saying.
I don't really think the differences between human and non-human are so numerous. First of all, it's not like nature decided to determine who is a human and who is a non-human.
Well, I guess, but...
Another flashback? Okay.
Mr. Rindo kept telling me that humans and non-humans are different. When I saw Ku move yesterday, the first thought that came to mind was that it was non-human, but even so, Mikado was treating it like it was a human being, which meant that, to Mikado, Ku is more than just a non-human. In other words, whether it was human or non-human, it didn't matter. So what makes us different?
Well, one of us doesn't fucking bite arms. For sustenance.
Ellipses.
Oh, she froze again.
Come on. You gotta be kidding.
In any case, we'd better not pry any further. We should move to a table for now.
Mr. Rindo.
Shut up, Mon.
I wonder how he views humans and non-humans. As for Ku, I wonder what really happened with his younger sister.
Do milk. Rindo keeps things to himself, so if you want to know more, you need to dig a little deeper. He may put on that he trusts you, but I'm sure he's still cautious. I guess you could say he's just trying to act more like a mature adult, like an old man that he is.
Miser. Wait, I never said anything about Mr. Rindo.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's pretty obvious considering you've been acting like this since you last saw him. I mean, there are only so many people from the GPM that you'd be concerned for.
You're right. Miser chuckles, hearing me agree. Mr. Rindo acting like an adult. I reflect back on my interactions with him.
Oh my god. Girl.
Mr. Rindo does treat me well, but he never seems to be vulnerable with me. I guess you could say that he didn't let me get too involved with him, as he's driving down the speedway at 700 miles per hour. As far as I could tell. It might be 600.
Oh my god.
Also, my work is so specialized that I can't vent about it to most people. I thought it'd be nice to have someone to talk to.
I recall him saying something like that years ago, many millennia ago during the common route. Well, he hasn't vented to me yet, that's for sure.
I was hoping you wouldn't have found out.
Mr. Rindo seemed like he didn't want to talk much back then either. Maybe it's because he thinks he's going to get hurt if he starts talking about something as personal as this. I can relate to that a bit.
Don't flashback to another flashback. Okay.
I'm afraid he thinks of me as a stranger. Just the thought of it brings a sharp pain to my heart. It's been a while since I've been at Enchante. I thought I was pretty close to Mr. Rindo. He's always been kind and thoughtful. But maybe his kindness was just a way to put some distance between us. I don't mind him discussing things with me, or even opening up and being vulnerable. It's dramatic time now.
You shared a lot with me, and I thought it best to be equal with you all about myself.
In order to be treated as an equal, he needs to open up to me. But the fact that Mr. Rindo doesn't talk to me candidly means that I'm not an important person to him.
Girl.
Well, I guess in his eyes, I'm just a kid and too young to be talking about his painful past. It's frustrating to be quite honest. I have this strange sensation in my heart, and the more my mind races. As I kept thinking, or rather pouting, I hear a chuckle from a certain someone.
Like I said, you need to really get up close and personal with him, or else he'll just keep pulling away.
Up close and personal? Isn't that a bit much?
You're on his route too much.
I am?
Yes, and you worry too much. Rindo wouldn't mind at all. I've known him for a while now. I know where he draws the line.
Wow.
That said, he's a lot more conservative than he looks, so it won't be easy getting close to him.
I see. Thank you, Miser.
You're welcome. As a patron, that's about all I can do for our dear cafe owner.
Yeah, thanks for subbing to my Patreon, by the way, Miser.
You're welcome. Anytime. I have to admit, I'm such a softie when it comes to helping out the rivals in my life.
What?
Huh?
Miser says with a bright smile as he places an order for a refill of coffee.
Can I have another cup, please?
Yeah, I just
Liquid, too, this time, please.
Sorry, it's like a little muddy. Is that fine?
Is there more liquid than straight grounds?
Yeah, I put water in the grounds.
Great, thank you, 2 Milk.
You're welcome. He's right. If I want to know more, I need to get closer to him. Hearing Miser's words of advice is making me feel more confident in myself. I grab the grinder and try and focus so I don't make the same mistake as the first cup.
No, please, I don't need more. I don't need more.
Don't worry, I'll make you more. In the afternoon on another day, I'm out walking down the street with Ignis in tow. I asked Kyrie to watch the cafe so I could buy some supplies.
Why the fuck am I here?
Because with my grocery bag filled with meat, it says meat
steak.
run. We head back to Enchante.
Steak. I was taking a nap, you know. You should have asked Canis to come. He would have followed you like a dog, like a Canis.
What? Canis is in Midio. Mind you, you're the one eating up all the meat in the cafe. Hands you a steak.
Yeah, I am. Oh. Let's see.
His mouth twitches a bit.
Whatever. You better grill him good.
You got it.
Why is this route the steak route?
I don't know. But Ignis is half compliant.
What?
But Ignis half compliant. I take out my phone.
Oh.
Weird. I haven't received a single message from Mr. Rindo today. I was planning on asking Mr. Rindo more questions when he comes to the cafe to discuss coup, but these past few days, Mr. Rindo hasn't shown up. I've sent messages to him, and he usually responds with, he's too busy. Not much of a reply, really. Ellipses. Maybe. Maybe Mr. Rindo doesn't want to talk. Period. He could be avoiding Enchante now that he doesn't have to put up with me asking him questions. You wouldn't have found out. That's what I keep hearing what he said in my head.
What?
Oh well, I was just thinking that Mr. Rindo hasn't stopped by recently.
If you want to see him, why don't you just go and visit? Shinjuku's right around the corner. Apparently, they're based in Shinjuku.
It's around the corner? What? Where am I? Ignis is right.
Where are we?
Where are we? It's not like anything is stopping me from traveling such a short distance to see him. Then again, I don't think I have the guts to barge in on his work just to ask him why he isn't texting me. Ellipses. Then again, it's probably better for me to see him in person instead of trying to get an answer from him by text. And even if I tried to get him to answer through text, he'd probably just completely ignore it.
Man, you're acting weird.
Okay, Mr. Bitey. I can tell Ignis is staring at me. It's not surprising considering I can't stop frowning the more my mind wanders. I look up and notice a park up ahead. Huh?
What's wrong now?
Over there. I noticed some guy standing in front of the park wearing suits that reminded me of a certain organization.
Organization 13.
Yeah,
I see.
Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts. They seem to be preventing a mother and child from entering.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, what's going on?
We received reports that the playground equipment is broken, so this area is off limits until everything is repaired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Aw, I can't play at the park.
Nah, fuck off. I apologize, but
Hey.
for your safety, we'd like to ask for you to leave until things are repaired. Pretty please.
Don't tell my child to fuck off. I'll sue you. Broken playground equipment? Wait a second. Ignis, aren't they?
Members of the GPM, which means they're up to no good.
Yeah, they're cursing at children again. The bastards.
Ooh.
I do that too, Two Milk.
You bastard. I doubt there's a need to turn everyone away just because of broken equipment. I can only assume that there's something there that the GPM wants to keep people away from. I wonder what's going on.
Come on, if it's GPM related, it has to be about non-humans.
Huh. If that's the case, maybe Mr. Rindo's around. Ellipses. I stare at the park from afar, trying to find someone I may know there.
Why the funny face? Yeah, if you're so curious, why don't you just go over there and hand them a steak?
Huh? But they won't let anyone in, and maybe they are vegetarian.
Oh, that doesn't mean you can't get in. Just tell them you're vegan.
Without a chance to reply, Ignis lifts me off the ground.
What?
What? Somehow everything is upside down. My body bounces up and down with every step. Before I knew it, I'm in the park.
See? Nothing to it.
I don't even. Tell me before you do something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Just pipe down, will ya? The GPM's gonna find us.
Huh? I cover my mouth and look around. But no matter how hard I look, I don't see anything strange in sight. Huh? There's nothing going on.
Looks like it. But this park is pretty huge. Maybe there's something...
Before Ignis could finish his thought, a roar is heard from the center of the park.
Oh god. Not them again. Bingo! So what now? You want to check it out?
I quietly nod to answer Ignis's question. I hear gunshots and explosions. Sounds that aren't normal in these parts, though I've gotten used to them since I took over Enchante.
What?
Which would explain why I didn't hide in fear as soon as I heard any of it.
What?
We hide behind the bushes and look in the direction of the commotion. Huh? What is that?
What is that name?
It's a the non-human was so huge. It didn't notice the GPM surrounding it. It's a non-human lion.
What do you mean it's a non-human lion?
I love this game.
It looks like the GPM has their sights set on
Aside
it.
from the ones like, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Where's the weapon?
Oh. Looks like he put up one hell of a fight. There's a non-human lion.
He just looks rather excited as he puts on a smile. Sir, me. I'm more nervous and excited since I have no idea what's going on. Where's the human lion? Ah! And take notice of a familiar face standing among the chaos. He's facing the non-human with some GPM members. I finally found Mr. Rindo.
Did they translate monster to non-human?
Die, non-human,
Oh,
non-human.
monster.
You don't belong in this side of the world.
The men are closing in on the surrounded non-human, following the detailed orders given by Mr. Rindo.
Good. Now, use the suppresso.
The what?
Espresso.
Sir! On Mr. Rindo's command, the men fire their weapons.
Defend Meyer their weapons.
Yep. Immediately after, Mr. Rindo tosses a round object towards the non-human. Upon contact, it explodes, dispersing light pink smoke around the area. The smoke drifts so far that it reaches the bushes we're hiding behind.
Ah, what the hell is this? Damn, it reeks.
Huh? I don't smell anything. That can only mean whatever Mr. Rindo just tossed must have been one of those non-human weapons. I look towards where the grenade was tossed to find a non-human lion slowly losing its motor functions. Seizing the opportunity, Mr. Rindo quickly closes in on it and...
I'm sorry.
That's all I can hear from him. He puts his gun to his head and pulls the trigger.
Persona!
The non-human slowly crumbles to the ground. He lands with a loud thud and kicks up dust into the air. Thank you, non-human lion. The non-human...
You're welcome.
Confidence.
How do we get this 2 times in a row?
No confidence.
No confidants.
No.
Meekly cries out its final roar as if calling to someone for help. It stops moving. Seeing its life leave its body, Mr. Rindo slowly lays down his weapon. He turns around to the other GPM members.
Mission complete. Wait, what was that voice? Mission complete. Do you guys mind?
Mr. Rindo's orders, the GPM men lift up the non-human lion into a container. Immediately after, the GPM go around to the other men. It looks like they're carrying out their own injured men from the front line.
Human men?
Yeah, the human men. They're moving in formation and very systematically, suggesting they've done this many times before. Ellipses. I'm not sure what to do now. Should I just come out and show myself, or should I just keep hiding? As I ponder what to do.
Damn, you got some moves, Rindo.
Before I can stop Ignis, he steps out and starts a conversation. Of course, Mr. Rindo looks towards us and fixes his gaze on me.
Oh, shit. Ignis, you two milk?
Hi. I slowly come out of the bushes, a bit embarrassed to be found like this.
You two were spying from there. That was dangerous. Well, I guess Ignis would have been okay, but
Oh, we were walking by when we noticed the GPM outside the park, so I haphazardly explained what had happened and why we were there, to which Mr. Rindo chuckles in disbelief.
Ah.
As for Ignis, he's very vocal about how Mr. Rindo could have done better and how he'd like to challenge him to a fight. Ignis is elbowing him jokingly, but as for me, I'm not really sure what to say, especially with the current situation I'm in.
you look a bit nervous. Did that scare you?
No. It's just that, huh? It looks like the looks like the non-human lion was taken away.
It's called a monster, to milk.
The non-human lion is in the large truck driving away from the park. About that non-human lion, is it dead? I choose my words carefully as I question Mr. Rindo.
Yeah, a tranquilizer didn't work, and he attacked a number of people.
Ellipses. I want to say something, but I'm not sure how. Mr. Rindo notices my struggling and starts a conversation.
That kid was a Type 2 non-human. He actually lived here among the humans for roughly 30 years.
Huh? Mr. Rindo forces a smile as he looks on my surprised face.
I know it's hard to believe after witnessing what happened here, but he was once a quite little kitten. He came here 30 years ago, wandering through an elderly woman's home, where he was adopted into her family. He didn't pose any threat, so the GPN classified him as a Type 2. We kept tabs on him, but a few days ago, the woman who fostered him passed away.
Ellipses.
Since then, the kid continued the woman's daily routine, walking around town as they used to together. And then the moment he saw someone resembling her, he attacked. At first, I think all it was to him was roughhousing and playing around. But after finding out that the woman was no longer around, he began to get violent. And sure enough, the GPN meant to classify him as a Type 3 non-humanoid.
A Type 3 non-human lion. Impossible to communicate with. Deemed hostile based on their behavior.
I assume he didn't know humans have shorter lifespans than many of the other non-humans.
Mr. Rindo looks in the direction the truck drove off to. He seems calm and strangely indifferent. It's hard to tell what's really going on inside his head. Time seems to fly by. Mr. Rindo and I take a seat on the bench after Ignis tells us that we both don't look too great.
You don't look great.
Thanks,
What?
Ignis. As for Ignis, he heads back to the cafe with the groceries so the meat doesn't spoil. He
That's
really
your
loves his
steak.
meat. Thank you. I'm gazing at the GPM members cleaning up after the chaos.
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 Chaos. There are those who can
God.
steal their intents tactfully and later exert their powers. And the power that's exerted can be such a tremendously terrifying scale, capable of taking many human lives.
I recall that strange speech Mr. Rindo gave me a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Back then, I really didn't understand what he meant by that. It felt really out of place to me, but now I realize that he was hinting at the potential tragedy that non-humans can bring. Ellipses. I spent a good amount of time with the regulars at Enchante. It made me think I knew and understood the non-humans. I thought I knew everything. But in reality, humans and non-humans are different. I find myself squeezing my own wrist out of reflex. Out of nowhere, a bottle of milk tea is handed to me.
To milk.
I look up to see Mr. Rindo smile. Come to think of it, he did say that he was going to the vending machine. Thank you very much. I take the bottle from Mr. Rindo. He sits down next to me.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Glad to hear that.
Mr. Rindo smiles again and takes a sip from his can of coffee. I follow suit and take a gulp of the milk tea he gave me. It's nice and warm, and the sweetness spread through my body.
I knew it was by sheer coincidence. I'm glad you were here. And got to see another side of the non-humans.
Ellipses. You're the owner of Enchante. I vaguely hear Mr. Rindo's mumble.
Humans and non-humans in coexistence. It sounds like a good idea, but I've seen my fair share of how it can end. I've seen a non-human made of fire who burned his lover alive after trying to comfort her with a hug.
That's just
Harlock.
comical. Shut up.
Too bad they didn't have fire resistance. An aquatic non-human wanted to play with his friends and ended up dragging him underwater where he drowned.
You.
Is that funny, Tenten?
We called him a reverse lifeguard.
If they're aquatic, swim up.
And like what
Stupid.
happened here, they don't understand that their beloved died, so they begin to wander aimlessly.
Ellipses.
What's sad is that none of them killed their loved ones out of malice. They simply wanted to show their affection, but in result in the deaths of these innocent humans. What's normal to non-humans isn't normal to humans. No one's really at fault here. Just a series of bad misunderstandings. But that's the critical difference between humans and non-humans.
Mr. Rindo speaks in a calm manner. A bit too calm. It's as if he was hiding his feelings.
Here you go, Koo.
Second time I've seen this scene act.
What's normal to humans isn't normal to What's normal to non-humans isn't normal to humans. No one's really at fault here. It's a matter of bad misunderstandings. Those were Mr. Rindo's words that I just stole from him. They're mine now.
Oh, haven't you seen the H Bomber guy? You better credit me.
No.
Oh my god.
I need to ask. My name is James Somerton. What happened?
Oh my
What happened
god.
to your sister?
Are you gonna steal from your own community who confided in you? Holy shit.
Is that what happened to your sister?
Yeah.
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism was the real non-human, monster.
Mr. Rindo doesn't say a word.
It's
But-
not illegal, but it is immoral.
But I can tell he's a bit tense now. Is that form of hers from this difference he brought up? I instinctively grab hold of Mr. Rindo's arm, sensing that if he leaves, I'll never be able to ask again.
Indeed. Let go of this conversation and my arm.
What? Mr. Rindo, can you please tell me what happened to her? I want to know more about what humans and non-humans really mean to you. I'm so
Really?
close to him now that I can see his eyes shaking ever so slightly. It's as if he's trying to fight off his anxieties. Mr. Rindo goes deep into thought.
I'll stop by the cafe later tonight.
He musters up whatever strength he has in him to mumble that in response. Okay, so we're gonna end that here tonight because I think the next scene's gonna be long. But yeah, how's everyone
Yeah.
feeling?
Flashbacky.
Cafe Anchon.
Wow.
Wow, body horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Flashback.
I'm
It's
so
really-
happy to be back, but what?
like everyone was predicting it in chat, and like you
I
guys were
was
joking about it, and I was like biting my
laughing.
lip, like, oh my god. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the only route I know because it was my tester route.
Oh,
So I know everything that happens this
that's
time.
true.
As soon as I saw Mikado not have the fox in his fucking arms, I was like, oh my god, Mon was right, this sucks.
Come on, it's his girlfriend.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing that's fair is they were human. It's not like he's like it was always like non-human that he.
Yes, very true.
It's more of a tragedy
Yeah,
this way.
it's tragic,
Yeah.
1010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister, Ignis, please be sensitive. It's my
Hands you a
sister.
steak.
It looks too much like my sister does now.
Oh no.
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god.
Let's
Imagine,
see.
imagine if your brother Ignis wanted you to eat that. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
So like, is this more flashbacky than the other routes, or it's just Enchante warming back?
I
into
think
my
it's just
brain?
Enchante warming back up.
Okay.
Or I
it
think it's
might
just like
be.
because I feel like it just flashbacks a lot. We just forget about it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
think it's
Huh?
yeah, it's flashbacking to more recent scenes, I feel like.
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
this route's flashbacks are actually kind like for the most part kind of useful because they're flashing back to like common route things that
Yeah,
we haven't seen for in a very long time.
but the coup scenes,
They're so funny. Come on. Cafe
There.
Enchante can't resist.
I will
Thought you were
learn
gonna
how
say
to
something?
talk like this. I will learn how to I'll get a Scottish accent by the end of this.
Okay.
Run.
Uh-huh.
I believe in you.
And I will use it properly. Yes, I will. This will be training for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I will provide any monster noises if need, because I have fun doing that.
You mean
Perfect.
non-human
Amazing.
sounds?
Non-human lion
Yeah,
sounds.
non-human.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this route also gets like into the weird territory a lot faster than the other two.
Yep.
Because like how Ignis and Candace
Yeah.
was like normal for the first two chapters,
Oh,
then it
yeah,
got
she-
apeshit. This one just
Yeah.
goes apeshit
Yeah.
immediately.
It did drop the fucking, oh yes, human transmutation.
Yep. Yeah,
Real early.
Yeah, next week we're not doing Cafe Enchante because Tenten's not going to be here.
I'm not.
Yeah, so we'll be back with Cafe Enchante in the new year. Wow.
Oh, happy
Wow.
New Year.
Happy New Year. More body horror, probably.
Yahoo!
Whoa.
But yeah, next week we're still on. I just need to figure out what we're going to do. It's going to be a one-off, though.
I'll see if I'm there and not, because I would be later if I was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I figured this
It
is just going to be
depends, it
a fun little one-off. So whatever we do, we'll find out. Yeah, let's see who we're going to raid tonight.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood to raid somebody new. I have like
Oh.
a lot of people I haven't raided yet on the list.
Stream
Yes.
scapegoat.
Hey, it's got enough views.
Rinder.
Got enough.
No, it doesn't.
I don't even know how much it has. 10 how much does it has now?
You can get viewed, idiot.
Wow.
7.1.
Jesus fucking Christ! Why?
I love it.
Who broke it out of containment? Who broke it out of containment? Go white girl. Yeah, thank you, Mon. We're gonna be rating a Halo streamer. They're streaming
Oh.
Halo Infinite.
Infinite.
That's the vibe today. You're going from body horror to Halo. I hope you're happy.
Da 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 da.
Yep.
Da, da, da,
Exactly.
da, 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 da,
Exactly. Get ready. Get ready. If only Soot were in the chat.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna be rating Vector Spaceman. He's like a cartoony. He's like a cartoony VTuber. It's fun. But yeah, we'll see you next week for something that's not Cafe Enchante. And yeah, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye.